What's up? We're just chilling today. Came finally back after having a UTI and my bike got destroyed. I got a new bike. I mean, it's the same bike, kind of, but got a new bike because somebody wrecked on my bike and messed up and flipped my bike over and broke the ignition off, so I had to get a new bike. Um, so we're back and we're just chilling. Thank you guys for coming in. Everybody like the live for me if you can. Like I said, I know I've been gone for about 2 weeks. I've been fighting a UTI, and even during the UTI, I loaned somebody my bike for a day, and they wrecked my bike, so I had to get a new bike, which sucked because that's $800 bike that I had to replace. But I mean, it happens. Shit happens. Sometimes you have to replace things. At least the person that was on my bike didn't get all fucked up or anything, but at least now I'm back to doing the same shit. Got my merch on. Anybody that wants to hear my story, like the live, and I'll tell you my story. I have told it before on here, but um, I fight I fought through drug addiction. I fought through being born with a disability. I lost a leg. Um, Fought through depression. Fought through a lot of things in my life. So if y'all want to hear that, like the live, and I'll go ahead and tell that story. Um, or we could just sit here and bullshit or whatever you guys want to do. I just wanted to come on and let everybody know I'm back, and I'll be going live every day again. Please subscribe to the channel, like the live. What's up, Mohammed? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Please like the live for me if you can. It's a little hard on the side. I appreciate you. Um, like I said, anybody that wants to hear my story, I can tell my story. Just like the live or whatever. Oh, what's up, Sabrina? I don't know why it blocked your comment, but bust today. What do you mean bust today? I've been out shooting some short videos already for you guys, so I put up like 5 or 6 of them so far. Did I fail art? No. Yaso? Is that how you say that? Yaso? What's up? Thank you for coming in. I want to. I need to buy a fishing pole and shit to get out here. No, I'm American. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Anybody subbing, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the like on the live. I appreciate it. Um, we are going to start doing some new stuff like here coming up in the next couple days. We're going to go shoot another haunted video. Um, I've been out of commission for a while because somebody wrecked my bike, and so I had to replace it with a brand new one. Cost me $800. Mohammed, I appreciate you, brother. It means the world to me that you guys come on here and like the live, and you guys come chill with me and talk. Like I said, if you guys want to hear my story from the beginning, I can tell my story. Just like the live, and I'll tell it. Or I could start a poll where you guys can vote on whether you want to hear it or not. Like I said, I've been born with a disability. I lost a leg. I fought through drug addiction, fought through depression. Um, Recently, I fought through having a UTI, which really sucked. To be honest, bro, I don't even do this for money or none of that stuff. I just do it because I enjoy helping people. I like to come on, talk about my story. I like to come on, tell people what I've been through, with the hopes that maybe it'll help somebody else. Um, because I've been through a lot in my life. I've watched lots of my friends die from suicide, drug addiction, depression. I've had buddies that have fought through cancer. What's up, Dad? Thank you for coming in. I had to get a new bike, but they sent me the wrong one. I finally got my bike, but they sent me this one, which it looks like the same bike, but it's not. This one only goes 19 miles an hour. My other one went 32. No, bro, you don't have to do. You don't have to donate nothing. You're fine. Um, if you do want to support the channel in a different way, I do sell merch. This is my merch. It says, "If you believe in yourself, anything is possible." You don't gotta donate or nothing, though, bro. I don't ask people for money. I'm not that kind of creator. I know that a lot of creators come on and they ask for people to donate to them or whatever, but I'm not really that guy. My big goal is to get this. As soon as I get this channel monetized, um, so the way I sell my merch is I'll order the merch, I'll send it to wherever you're at, and then you just send the money through Cash App. Circuit, what up, bro? Yeah, it says that on the back. Your phone broke. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. One cool thing, Dad, that happened or that's good about having this new bike, even though it only goes 19 miles an hour. Like 19 miles an hour on the green belt is plenty, but otherwise it kind of sucks. I miss you too, Dad. I'm sorry to hear that, Mohammed. If you, I also have a Discord if anybody wants to. Yeah, I got it. I had to get a new bike because um, I loaned my bike to this kid and he wrecked it and it snapped off the ignition to my bike. So I bought a whole new bike. It's the same kind of bike, but it's a different model of bike, I guess. It looks pretty much the same though. I do like it a little more because it's if you go to my if you go to in my bio of my YouTube, my Discord is there. You can just click on the link in my bio and it'll join right to my Discord. I also have LC, which is she's in my Discord. Circuit's in my Discord. A few people on here are in my Discord. Um, and anytime you join my Discord, if you send a message or whatever, anytime, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, whatever, I always respond. Oh, you're not in my Discord yet? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ignition off this bike and I'm going to put it on my old bike because that one goes a lot faster and I prefer that one. The only thing that's nice about this one is it's a little shorter, so it's easier to get on. Thank you for joining the Discord. I appreciate you. Um, like I said, anytime you message on my Discord or whatever, I respond pretty quickly. I try to keep an eye on my Discord just in case if somebody's going through something. So it looks about the same as my other one, except for the front headlight's different and it goes a little slower. Discord, Dad, is like a so on Discord you can reach out directly to me through Discord. It's like a chat channel where all my subscribers can go on to and we can have a conversation, or people can reach out to me directly. That way, if they're going through something and they don't want everybody to know about it, they can reach me on Discord. Um, I've had a Discord for about 2 months now. We have I only got like 10 people in my Discord, I think, but well, 11 now, I think. Can I play those things? Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I normally don't. Yeah, it's like a almost like a Facebook, except for not. You don't have to see all the those posts and all that extra shit. It's just conversations between us. I make it to where, like, if my subscribers are going through something like depression or suicidal thoughts or fighting through drug addiction or whatever it is, they can reach out to me directly and have a conversation with me directly. Um, it's a lot easier than going through Facebook, because Facebook, I get like thousands of messages randomly. I get so many messages through Facebook, from people that want to subscribe to the channel or people that want me to subscribe to their channel. Or I am 33 years old. I turned 34 in 13 days. I appreciate you, Mohammed, because that's a lot of why I do this channel, is because I don't. That's why I started this channel, is to be able to help other people through whatever they're going through. Because I feel like a lot of people, they need help, but they don't know how to ask for help, and that Discord is a way for them to confidentially reach out to me where nobody else knows about it. Or if you reach out right on the channel, there's people like me, LC, um, there's a bunch of people on there like Stacy. I'm trying to help this lady Stacy from California. She ended up homeless, but she's out there and they don't allow service animals in a lot of the homeless shelters out there. So I'm trying to get her to a homeless shelter out here. No, bro, you're good. Say whatever you got to say. I don't get mad. I don't get offended. Nothing like that. You're good. I finally got my haircut, Dad. I got a fade because I got tired of having long hair. But no, go ahead, Mohammed. Say whatever you got to say, brother. I'm not. I don't get mad at people. Yeah, that's my whole thing, man. I've I've done enough damage in this world that now it's more about trying to help people and make a difference in other people's lives. I don't smoke cigarettes. It's a vape, but eventually I do want to stop vaping too, just because it's just not good for you. It can give you this thing called popcorn lung, which is like where your lung gets vapor in it, and essentially you're kind of drowning from vapor. Um, so I do want to stop vaping eventually. It's just not easy to just, you know what I mean. No, bro, you're good. You're good. You didn't say nothing wrong. Like, go ahead, Mohammed. You're good. I Tell me anything you want to know. I mean, what anything you want me to know. Like I said, bro, this channel, like a lot about this channel is like this is a safe place. That's fine, bro. You can Your age is fine, bro. Like you're not. I don't have no problem with that. As long as your family, your parents and stuff are okay with you watching this, because I do cuss and I do say things like, and I do talk about very graphic things sometimes, like losing my leg or yeah, your age is not a big deal, bro. Like yeah, Circuit is also he's underage, but his parents are okay with him watching my videos, which is all I ask. Is that out of respect for your parents that they are okay with you watching my stuff, because I don't want you getting in trouble because you're watching my stuff. Yeah, see, Circuit's 14, and he's heard my story a couple times, so he knows that sometimes we do talk about kind of graphic things on here. But his parents have also said it was okay for him to watch. So as long as your family is okay with you watching my channel, then I have no problem with it. Because especially as the youth, all right, Dad, I love you. Um, that's, we do talk about drug addiction, and we do talk about, nobody's gonna bully you in here, bro. We don't. There's no negativity in this channel. We don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, and that's all I ask really. As long as you have permission to watch my channel, then like I have no problem with it, because I do talk about, like I said, I've been a drug addict. I fought through meth addiction. I fought through pill addiction. I drank alcohol for a long time. I stopped drinking alcohol when I was 21 because it just didn't. It wasn't fun to me. And then I went to pill addiction. Like, I was a pill addict at a young age. My parents never really knew about it until I started this YouTube stuff. All right, it's pinned. Who's Ben? Oh, Ban. I thought you said Ben. Yeah, you're good, bro. Thank you for putting the rules on there, just so everybody knows, because like that's one thing I want everybody to understand about this channel. Like, we do not do negativity here. We don't do disrespect here. If you're disrespecting somebody in the chat, or you're disrespecting me, my mods will take you out of here, because they don't deal with that kind of stuff. Anybody that's in here, please like the live. I see 3, but there's 5 people in here. Sometimes my counter's off, so you guys may have liked the live and I don't know. But if you haven't, please like the live. Um, I will go ahead and tell my story, just because we have some people that have liked the live, so I'm going to take that as people want to hear it. Um, so my name is Scottie Cully. I am from a small town in Baker City, Oregon. Um, I was born with a disability called, thank you for the sub and the like. I was born with a disability called spina bifida. My spine was crooked when I was born. My back, or my legs were messed up when I was born. Um, so I dealt with being bullied throughout my life, all the way up until I hit middle school. Then I got some buddies that um, wouldn't deal with that. They'd fight for me if I couldn't do it myself. Um, but then, so I dealt with those traumas of being disabled and feeling like a freak and feeling like an outcast, because nobody really wanted to hang out with me as a young kid, because I walked different. They didn't want to be known as the person hanging out with the crippled kid, or whatever you want to call it. Um, so I dealt with that a lot in my life. Like I said, I had 2 friends growing up in grade school. They were also outcasts. Nobody liked them. People that didn't want to hang out with them, things like that. So they hung out with me. We were good friends. And then I got to middle school. I got some better friends. Not some better friends. I'm not going to say better friends. I got some friends that were more, they didn't deal with bullying or any disrespect or anything like that, which is what kind of made me who I am now. Um, but then I started drugs at 13 years old. So when I got into middle school, um, I started doing pills really bad. I constantly did pills up until I turned 21. I had jobs and stuff, but I was constantly doing pills and doing bad stuff. Um, then I got to where I was 21. I found my brother using methamphetamines. He was upstairs smoking meth. I went up to see what he was doing, because I always hung out with my brother. Me and my brother have been inseparable since we were young kids. Like, we lived in the same room together. We were always together. Um, so I went into the drug world with my brother at 13 years old. He gave them to me originally to try to help me with pain. It turned into an addiction. I almost died several times because I just couldn't stop drug addiction. Then I got into where I was 21, found my brother doing meth, wanted to know what it was like and why he was doing it and what the reason was he was doing it. And so I tried meth for the first time. Um, Ow, that hurt. Give me a second, guys. So I tried meth for the first time, and then I did meth all the way up until I was about 30 years old. So I was a drug addict with that until I was about 30. First time I ever went to rehab, I was, I think, 23 or 24. Or no, I was like 23 when I went to rehab the first time. And then I got out. I relapsed. I continued using drugs. Got a job. My brother is actually back in my hometown, Baker City, Oregon. He's actually doing good. He's sober. He's doing good too. He's been about almost a year sober now, I think. I've been about a year and a half sober. Um, but I got to where when I was 24, I ended up I got an infection in my leg when I was 23. The infection continued to get worse until I was 24. I refused to go to the hospital because I thought I was gonna go back to jail if I went to the hospital, because where I'm from, if you go to the hospital, um, I will say hi to him. Thank you for showing love to him too, because I love my brother more than anything in the world. Like he's like I would do anything for my brother. Um, but when I turned 24, my leg got a septic infection in it. They tried to do antibiotics for about 6 months. The antibiotics didn't work. So it got to a point where they told me either you're going to lose your leg or you're going to lose your life. I chose to let them cut the leg off. Um, and I went back to drugs. At first I stayed sober for about two or 2 or 3 years, I think. I can't remember exactly how long it was because that was a long time ago. Um, but then I lost my leg. I learned how to walk again. Um, I ended up losing my leg, like I said. Uh, I stayed sober for a few years. Then my boss hired this dude that was doing drugs, and I ended up going back on drugs for a while. And then came about 2 years ago, I turned myself into rehab. Everybody, I can see your YouTube. I'll go check it out when I'm done. Um, but I ended up losing my leg, going back to drugs, um, which was terrible because it almost killed me again because I ended up getting a second infection, beat that infection, and then I turned myself into rehab for the second time. Um, did rehab, graduated rehab, and then I ended up living in a sober home. I wasn't able, because I have one leg and I have a brace on this side, I wasn't able to walk all the way across town to get help. We'll check out your channel as soon as we're done, bro. We'll check your stuff out later. Um, I'll go check it out. Leave a comment on one of my videos, on one of my actual videos. Like, I have a bunch of short videos I just put up today. Go watch one of those or whatever and put your name in that. I'll go check out your stuff. Um, but then I got kicked out of the sober home. I ended up in a homeless shelter out here in Boise, Idaho. I've been in two of them out here. One of them I got kicked out of because I had a vape on me. And they're like God people. They believe in God and all that stuff, and they don't allow that. Of course, that's what we do here, Mohammed. We are over here. We show love to everybody. We show respect to everybody. We don't. We're not disrespectful in any way over here. We don't believe in that. Um, we believe in showing kindness and love here, respect. That's what we do. Anybody that hasn't been in here, if you want to hear my story again, go ahead and leave a like on the live, and I'll tell my story again. Like I said, it involves drug addiction, losing my leg, being born with a disability, lots of things. Like, I've been through a lot. Um, I am glad to be back. I've been gone for probably 2 weeks almost, because I got a septic. I mean, not a septic. I got a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection. Um, so I was sick for about 2 weeks. I've been doing a lot better recently. I'll sub to your channel too. Like I said, go on, leave a comment on one of my videos, and I'll that way I can find you easier. Another good way to get subs on your channel, just so you know, make short videos. You don't necessarily have to make long videos. Short videos catch people's attention a lot easier. Um, and I make some long videos. I make some short videos. I make all kinds of different videos. Little fucker. Cry? What are you crying about? Oh, don't worry, bro. It's a lot of. That's what like I said before. That's what I'm here for, is to help other people, to help people get through what they've been through. Whether you've been through depression, whether you've been through watching people die in your life, whether it's you've been through a disability, losing a body part, whatever it is, that's what we do here. We talk to people through things. We try to help people through things. We show a lot of love and support to each other. Um, that's a lot of what we do. And you can ask any subscriber I have. There's never going to be a time that I don't show love to my people. Um, we do have a lot of spammers, or like not spammers. We have a lot of trolls that come on here and talk smack and do disrespectful shit. Um, I have a couple different. LC has been fighting through cancer. My buddy Skip is fighting through cancer. My friend Stacy is fighting through cancer. So we talk to a lot of people on here that have been through those things too. Um, and we will never. There's never going to be a time that anybody comes on here and is allowed to show you disrespect. Um, that's not what we do here. We don't show disrespect to anybody on this channel. We don't allow disrespect on this channel. That's just not how how this channel works. This channel is about showing love and respect, good vibes to people. Like I said, talking people through anything that they've been through, because everybody's been through something in their life, and you just if you, I'm not famous on YouTube by any means. I do have. We're going up. We have like almost 1,500 subscribers now, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. It's more than I ever dreamed could happen. Um, and like I said, if you my hoodies, this right here is my brand, and on the back of it says, "If you believe in yourself, anything is possible," and that's 100% facts. If you can believe in yourself and know that you're good and you can do these things, and keep your mind going and never stop doing what you got to do, you can make it on this channel. I mean, on this platform. I will say, like, there is other platforms that are easier to work through. YouTube is a harder one to work through. Well, just like I said, put up a bunch of short videos, whether it's like what I do. I come out here and I show nature, or nature, sorry. I show nature. I put up positive quotes. If you go to my channel, and look at my short videos, there's a lot of quotes. I put a lot of quotes up. See, and it's taken me. I've been doing this YouTube stuff for probably about 6 months, or 5 or 6 months now. It might be it's 5 or 6 months, in that range. Um, and it's all you got to do is constantly post things. See, and that's the thing. So even with your Roblox threads and all that stuff, trends, um, you just got to be patient and make sure that you are consistently putting things up, because that's what I do. I go out every day. I put things up every single day, except for, like I said, the last couple weeks I've been really sick. So I've been dealing with a lot of things right now, but I'm back. I'm back, and I'm doing what I got to do. Um, just in the, at one point I had 400,000 views in 28 days, um, which is phenomenal. Like that's amazing. And I'm working on getting that back. I've been kind of heartbroken lately because without my bike, I have not been able to get out because it's really hard to walk around with a prosthetic leg, and then I got a bad leg on the other side. So it takes a lot for me to get out on these and do these videos. But like I said, I'm back full time on back to doing these videos. Um, Luckily, because I have that other bike, if anything breaks on this bike, I can switch parts, so I won't have a problem anymore. Um, I hope I'm going to get that other bike back up and running, and hopefully I can bring that bike back to life and I can use that bike again. I just got to switch the parts from this bike to my other bike. Um, this bike is a nice bike and all, but it's slow. Sorry. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. I've been doing classes all day. Like I said, I've been fighting through this sickness shit a lot. It's good to know you too, Muhammad. And just know, like I said, there's never going to be a time that anybody comes on here and hates on you or anything like that. You're never going to catch any disrespect. Um, when you go and you do your videos, like I said, put up videos of your Roblox stuff. Do it every single day, um, because that right there will catch traction. And more your videos go onto the short feed. Make your videos like 16 seconds to 20 seconds, something around there. Don't see that's you can't think like that. I know that the doctors may have told you that and everything else, but that's not necessarily the case. It's about how much you put into yourself. As long as you're taking care of yourself and you're handling yourself. So Circuit, he has cancer. So a lot of times when you're at a young age and you get told that there's a lot you only have so much to live or whatever. Um, But there's a lot of things like I don't know if you're a person who believes in God or you believe in whatever it is you believe in. Um, if you're constantly praying to that entity, your higher power, it doesn't have to be a God. Um, it can be whatever it is you believe in life that is keeping you alive. Um, put the support into that. Okay, so you believe in God, so pray every day towards to God about about your cancer and everything else. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Exactly what Circuit just said. Just because the doctors say that does not necessarily mean it's true. I was told things by doctors. I was told that I wasn't going to live past 21 years old. I'm 34, almost 34, 34 in 13 days. In 13 days, I turned 34. And I'm still walking. I mean, I lost a leg and I'm still up walking. I'm still living. I'm still doing everything I got to do. And you know me, I'm not a God. I don't necessarily believe in God. I believe that there is something bigger than us out there, but I have different beliefs in it. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to do something. I'm still here, guys. I just had to pee. My bad, guys. I had to pee real quick. No, I get it. And that's you. Like I'm 100%. Like everybody's beliefs is amazing. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Um, on my birthday, I will be doing a 24-hour live. We're gonna try to do a 24-hour live at least. Up at the cemetery. So we're gonna do some ghost hunting on live. We're gonna do a bunch of different things. Um, so you guys will get to see that. You guys will get to hang out with me on my birthday. You don't. No offense, but don't. I. You can believe whatever you believe in, but I don't personally. Um, I have no problem with anybody believing what they got to believe in, but I don't like it being pushed on me. But, anyways, so on my birthday, which is the 12th of October, you guys can come hang out with me and spend the day with me and talk and whatever throughout that day. Um, I got my buddy Skip is going to come. Well, I don't expect nobody to be here on my birthday, but if you want to watch my video, if you want to watch my live on my birthday, you can. Um, because no matter where you're at, I'll be live. Um, so you can come hang out and whatever, just chill with me. You're Egyptian? That's cool. I gotta look through my backpack real quick, guys. Yeah, see, I have to carry this extra battery around with me, which weighs like fucking a lot. What does the F word mean? Sorry, guys. I try my best not to cuss on here because I know that there's younger people on here, but I do cuss a lot. You just came back from Bolivia? Didn't you just weren't you on vacation or something over there? No, you don't really want to. The F word is, I like I said, I try not to cuss my best on here. I do cuss, but I try my best to not to because I know that there's younger people on here, and I do it, out of respect for their family and their everything. But the F word is a cuss word here in America that is just it's just not a great word. But yes, it is a bad word. It is something that, like I said, I try my best not to use the bad words, but I mess up sometimes and cuss. That's another reason why I say I want your parents to okay you watching my stuff because I do cuss and I do say things on accident sometimes where I cuss or I am talking about graphic things, and so I try not to. There's 4 people in here. Please like the live if you can. Now there's 3 people on here, it says. Who's good? Your parents? Are you saying your parents are good? Well, I mean, yeah, but I try to do it more. It's more out of respect because, like I said, you're 10 and Circuit is 14. So I mean, I know you guys hear cuss words, but doesn't necessarily mean your parents want to see or want to listen to somebody else cussing online. The F word is it means I'll just say it real quick. The word is fuck, and it just means here it means like if something's bad, a lot of times you say it's fucked or you say F you to somebody and it just means it's a disrespectful thing to say to somebody. But the word, it's just the single word by itself means sex. But that's not how I say it. When I say it, that's not what I mean. I mess up and I try my best not to cuss though on here. Just out of respect because I don't like to disrespect people. But I mean, even if your parents do say it's okay, I just don't. I try my best not to say it just because it's a respect thing. Where I'm from, like you don't cuss around women, you don't cuss around children, um, and you try your best not to cuss around your elders. Yeah, I try my best not to. No, you're all right. If you gotta go, that's fine. I'll be back on here again tomorrow. So if you want to watch, you're good. We're just chilling, anyways. We're almost at an hour, anyways. So I usually go about an hour to a little over an hour, anyways. We got about 10 minutes or like 15 minutes until we hit the hour mark. Um, I basically today just wanted to go live because I had spent a couple days. No, you're good. If you need to sleep, then you need to sleep, bud. I'm okay with that. Especially when you're sick and stuff, you need to get rest and all that. So I have no problem with that. You're fine. I'm gonna share this one more time. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can get LC. Have a good night. I hope you get some rest and you feel better. Like I said, I'll be back on here tomorrow about the same time. I usually go live about the same time. I try my best to be consistent about it. So that's a dude. Sorry, there's a dude walking by in a dress. That's the weird thing we do have over here. Not no disrespect to anybody that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. I don't want people to get offended by it. I try my best not to offend people, but sometimes I say things that I'm like, "Whoops, my bad." I just sent it the live to LC, so hopefully she'll be on. We'll see. My dad, I got to talk to my dad for a minute, which is cool because he watches my lives quite a bit. We're just kind of, like I said, today we're just kind of getting back into the groove of things, getting back to used to how everything was before. Um, I do have a lot of cool stuff coming up, though. We got actually in this next month. So this whole next month, we're going to be doing haunted stuff. We're going to be doing exploring abandoned places, um, just a bunch of stuff. You guys will get to say goodbye to Skip for the last time because Skip is moving back to Florida. So Skip will be on live or on video with me in the next couple days. Give me a second. I'm going to do one more thing. What the hell is this? Dang it. Hold on. I'm going to. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Thank you guys for coming in. Please like the live if you can. We got 4 likes so far, which is not bad. Um, I don't know who's all in here, but I know Circuit is still in here, I'm sure. We got a little bit longer. I'll stay live for a little bit longer, but I'm not going to stay live for long. We're just kind of hanging out, saying what's up to everybody, seeing what everybody's doing. Okay, I thought you were in here. I just wasn't sure. Says we have one person in here, so it'd be you. I'm hoping that Elsie will come on, but I don't know if she's feeling good. She's another person that's been fighting a lot of sickness lately, so we're just kind of waiting to see if she'll come on. If she doesn't come on, probably in the next 10 minutes, we'll jump off or whatever, but I got some stuff coming up, though. Like I said, we're gonna go explore this place called it's called Silver City. We're gonna go check that out. And then we got a couple more abandoned cities or town. They're ghost towns around Idaho that we're gonna go check out. Um, so we'll be doing that here pretty soon. That'll be in the next couple weeks. Uh, like I said, on my birthday, which is the 12th of October, I'll be coming on. I'll do a live all day. I'll take you guys everywhere with me. We'll just kind of hang out and see what's up. But after that, we're going to do, on my birthday, we're going to do another haunted video. Um, so we'll do the live feed, and then we'll do my video on uh, haunted stuff. Silver City is going to be cool because it's like an abandoned mining town down here. We got a dude named Patrick that I was reaching out to. I haven't heard from him in a while, but he was supposed to be my new cameraman. I don't really know what happened to him. He kind of disappeared on me. But we're going to go do that. I'm going to look for abandoned buildings here in Idaho so we can go and explore abandoned stuff. I don't know if you guys could hear that. There's ducks coming from somewhere. I don't see them, though. I heard ducks. I just don't see them. But yeah, so we do got a bunch of cool stuff coming up this month. Um, it'll be the whole month of October. We'll be doing some haunted stuff and whatnot. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. I'm gonna do some more magnet fishing here soon. See if we can pull some stuff out of the river, clean up the river a little bit. Um, just a bunch of stuff. I got all kinds of stuff coming up. So this month should be fun. Um, if you guys have any ideas of stuff that you want to see, let me know. You can let me know either here in the comments or on one of my videos. I know a lot of people want to see me go fishing. So we might get into some fishing. I got to go get a fishing permit. But if I. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I had. Sorry, guys. This is my electric air pump. It decided to go off for some weird reason. We're going to flip that upside down so it won't do that again. Sorry, that was loud. Yeah, I will go on after I'm done in here, and I will try to invite you to Discord. Um, it should open up. It should work, but I might have to change the Discord name. I know that other guy that was just in here, Mohammed. He got into my Discord, so I don't know why it's giving you problems. I don't think I have. Your mom said 10 more minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back on. Like I said, Mohammed got on, so I don't know why it's giving you problems. But he got into my Discord, so I think it. I don't know why it's doing that. Um, it might be an age check thing, but I don't think so unless you. I don't think they check age on Discord, so it shouldn't be that. But I'll try to fix it tonight, and then we'll try to get you on there. Tell your mom I said thank you for letting her watch or for letting you watch. I appreciate that. It means the world to me. Okay, so you should be fine. I don't know why it's doing that. Are you saying hi, or did you say is that your mom saying hi? That electric air pump scared the bejesus out of me. I don't know why it turned on. Something pushed the button, I guess. Well, hi. Thank you for coming back. We'll only be on here for about 10 minutes, anyways. I usually cut the live at about an hour. Um, like I said, this upcoming month, um, actually tomorrow I will be a little late on Discord. I mean on YouTube because I have to go to the Social Security office and get some stuff done. So tomorrow I will be a little bit late, but I will be on. Hi, mom. Love you, everybody. Deborah is my mom. Um, we're just kind of hanging out, saying what's up. Finally got to go back. I got my bike back, or I got a bike. Um, unfortunately, they sent me the wrong bike, the wrong model of bike, but it at least it gets me back and forth, and it'll get me to my job. Because pretty soon I will be starting a job. So um, during the weekends I won't be on live so much, but thank you. I'm probably gonna get a couple more hoodies of my own, but just so I have them through the winter. And I'm glad you guys liked your hoodies. Thank you for saying that out of respect for my mom. So you guys got to meet my mom and my dad today. Dad was on just a little bit ago, mom. We're just kind of hanging out right now. We're gonna cut the live here pretty soon, just because I got some stuff I got to get done. But no, they didn't warranty it. Walmart wouldn't warranty it because it is a third party seller. So I still have the old bike, but so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the parts off of this bike and I'm going to put it onto my old bike because my old bike is better than this one. This bike only goes 19 miles an hour. My other one went 32. So I'm going to take the ignition and the throttle off of this bike and put it on my other bike. And then I'll just use this bike for bike parts. I'm going to sell, after I get the throttle back on this bike, I'm going to sell it to this kid, Shiloh, the one that wrecked the other bike. I'm going to sell him this bike for pretty decent price. He's going to pay me back basically what I had to pay for it. And then I'm going to sell this bike to him. Tant? So yeah, I still have the old bike. I'm just gonna do some part swapping. That way I can fix the old bike because it does go a lot faster than this bike, which I enjoy a lot more. This one only goes 19 miles an hour overall, which I don't really like because it's just not as fast as I want it to be. It's a lot easier to ride down the street on a 32 mile an hour bike than it is a 19 mile an hour bike. Most of the time, I only go around 19 miles an hour on the green belt, anyways. But can't spell what? What do you mean? I can't spell what? Nope, I don't even know what that means. I can't read that language. I'm the only language I actually know is English. I'm not good with other languages. I tried to learn Spanish, but I tried to learn Spanish in high school and was just not good at it. Tell me what. Tell me what that means. What does it mean? Because I don't. I have no idea. You at work, mom? I have a buddy at the shelter where I'm at. He speaks German too. Or no, not German. He speaks Russian. So I have a buddy. I have a couple friends that speak Spanish. Like I have a buddy that I have to use my phone to translate what he says because he doesn't speak English very well. But then my buddy that speaks Russian, he can speak English and Russian. But sometimes he'll throw me off because he'll say something in Russian. I'm like, what'd you say? Because I have no idea what that means. I'd like to learn a different language, but I'm just not good with that kind of. I'm not good with other languages. I grew up in a town where pretty much everybody speaks English, so I don't didn't really learn that kind of stuff. I mean, we have Hispanic people there. We have Hispanic people in my hometown, but we don't necessarily speak Spanish. Like there's a lot of people that speak Spanish, but I don't. I could never figure it out. I failed Spanish in high school because I couldn't figure it out. It's one of those classes that I just and none of it made sense to me. But it's cool having this YouTube thing because I have friends from Canada now. I have friends from Australia now. I have friends from Germany now, Russia, Iran. I actually have, which is crazy. I have some Iranian friends. Um, I reach anywhere from um, America all the way to like Canada, Germany, Russia, Japan, China. Um, so I've gotten to know a lot of different people from different countries and stuff, which is really it's actually pretty cool. It's really cool to learn other people's like where everybody else is from. Yeah, go ahead and say your real name. I think I may have already said it. I think Mateus. Mateus. Is that how you say that, Mateus? Everybody, Deborah is my mom, just so everybody knows. She's 90% of the reason I'm still alive today. Her and my dad. I mean, my nephews and my nieces too, but if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have made it this far. My mom had to see me in a trap house. My mom had to see me living in the park. My mom's seen me lose my jobs. My mom had to be there when I lost my dog. Mateus. Um, yeah, so if it, my mom has been there when I lost my leg. She was, I mean, she raised a kid with a disability. She raised me through my depression issues. Um, she was has been there through even when I didn't deserve it through my drug addiction. She was there. Um, she's been there when I was in jail. She's come to see me. Matei S. Is that right? Matei S. Yeah, we'll stay on. We'll stay live for a little bit longer because I do have 4 people on here. Anybody that hasn't, please like the live for me. It's the little heart. You just push the little heart, and it likes the live. We got a few new subscribers through this live, so that's cool. I have nothing really. I don't necessarily need anything, Mom. If you guys want to come on and hang out during my live, you can do that though. Because I'm going to do a 24-hour live on my birthday. But I don't necessarily need anything. You guys are fine. You don't have to spend any money on me. It's kind of crazy that I. Oh, so Matthias? Matthias. Okay. That's better. That makes more sense. I was trying to. That's see. That's what I mean. I'm not like. There's a lot of things I have trouble pronouncing. So, but yeah, anybody that wants to come and hang out on my birthday, like I said, it's the 12th of October. You can just come on and watch the live and hang out with us. It's going to be Skip's final video with me. He's not leaving. He's actually, Mom. He's not leaving till the end of November. It ended up getting pushed back a little bit further. Yeah, Skip. He won't. He'll be live for me with me for one more video. He was supposed to be leaving at the end of October, but then it got backed up about a month. So it's actually good that you know all those languages at a young age, because then you can navigate the world a little different than most people do. All right. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Bravi. Yeah, I'll probably be live for. I'll stay live for a little bit longer, but not much longer. I still have some short videos I need to get out. I put out I think 5 or 6 of them today already, but I usually try to do at least 10 a day. So I still got to go do that. They'll have motivational quotes. Bro, what? What's up, Muhammad? Yeah, I just been dealing with my UTI a lot. It's been making things kind of difficult, and then my bike being broken kind of messed me up. Because even if I was sick, I was gonna go out and I would have. I still probably would have went out and streamed, but the losing my bike kind of messed me up because that's the only way I have to get around. But I wanted to come live to let everybody know I was still that I was all right and I was coming back. All right, Circuit. I hope you have a good day. No, my bike won't go to. My bike won't be used for anybody. But I am gonna do something cool for that kid. That even though he wrecked my bike, um, I'm gonna have him pay me the money for this bike that I bought, and then I'm gonna take these parts off, put them on the old bike, and then I'm gonna buy a new ignition and a new throttle for this bike, and I'm gonna give him this bike. But I'm not gonna let nobody use my bike until I get it all fixed and figured out because I don't want to have to not be able to shoot my live anymore. Because it took a lot out of me not being able to go live and everything. Um, Kind of had me in a weird depression for a couple days because I was just stuck in my bunk, not doing anything, just laying there. So kind of sucked. So I'm not. He already knows. Yeah, I just figure the kid doesn't. He's working on. He's going to get a job just so he can pay me back. But I wanted to give him something back because he's been feeling like a piece of shit because he wrecked my bike. Even though he didn't mean to, he's been feeling really bad about it. Um, so I want to help him feel a little better by giving him a bike and making it to where he has something that he can ride around. Um, but I got to make sure that my original bike, is up and running before I do that because I need it for going to work and stuff. Tomorrow I got to go get my ow. I got to go get my social security card. They're going to give me a new social security card. That way I can start my new job. Everybody, please like the live if you can. It's a little push the little heart. Yeah, I managed to fix the front end of that bike. It took me a couple days to fix it, but I fixed it. This channel is about helping people through addiction. It's about helping people through depression. It's about helping people that have lost people in their lives. It's about teaching people how to live their life more positive and get through things in a more positive manner. Like if somebody disrespects you, you don't have to allow it to ruin your day. There's ways around it to where you can learn how to brush off what other people say about you. Because like this is one thing I've told people about a million times on this channel is like what other people think about you is not really your business. It's their problem. Whatever they think about you is their problem, not your problem. Um, and so it's about teaching people how to cope with things like I said, drug addiction, depression, suicidal thoughts, whether you've had people die in your life. Um, if you want to have people that are going through similar things than you. Like I said, I have like 3 or 4 different subscribers that are going through cancer. So I have other subscribers that understand what you're going through. Um, I can't say I know what you're going through because I've never dealt with cancer. I've dealt with losing a leg. I've dealt with having a disability. I've dealt with a lot of different things. Yeah, it's exactly like my mom said. It's about positive reinforcement. It's about teaching people that just because bad things happen to you in your life doesn't necessarily mean you have to live negatively. Like that's not how you get through things. It's about changing your mindset. It's about, I mean, everything that I've been through. I could sit around and be a negative, angry person my whole life, but like that does me no good. It's not going to do me any good to be negative all the time. Um, it's not going to do me any good to dwell on the things that I've been through in my life. Um, so it's about teaching other people how to get through things the way I get through things. Um, it's about helping people, even like helping homeless people. Like I said, there's a girl named Stacy that watches my channel. I'm working on helping her get down here to Idaho so where she can get into a homeless shelter instead of living on the streets of California, which is way worse. Um, oh, that felt wonderful. So there's a lot of different aspects of this channel. Um, like we don't necessarily just focus on one thing. Um, like there's one thing that I've tried to tell people to start doing in their lives is when you get up in the morning, look at 5 things you're grateful for and 10 positive things about yourself that you can find. Like whether it be, oh, I'm a good person, I deserve good things, or um, whatever it is throughout your day. If you can sit there and you can write those things down every day, and if you do it for 30 days, because most people don't know this, it takes 30 days to develop a habit. So, like, even with drug addiction, you're not a drug addict. You don't become a drug addict overnight. You become a drug addict over the matter of 30 days. 30 days of doing things becomes a habit in your life. Um, so, like depression, I mean, depression is one of those things like it's not necessarily a habit, it's just something that you gain over time of not feeling like you're good enough or feeling like you're an outcast or feeling like you don't deserve good things or you know just that negative mindset. um, but like I said, drug addiction, it doesn't become a habit until after 30 days, and it's because your mind automatically starts to believe that you need that drug or that alcohol or whatever it is. Your brain starts to believe it needs it over 30 days of time. uh, then it becomes a habit and an addiction, and it stays with you. And then you have to learn, once you get an addiction, um, you fight addiction for the rest of your life. It's one of those things that no matter what, you will fight addiction for the rest of your life. Which is not, don't look at that as a negative thing, because like at least you have the courage in you to fight it, because it does take a lot of courage to fight addiction. It takes a lot of courage to fight depression. It takes a lot of courage to fight suicidal ideations. Suicidal ideations just means the belief that you think that you need to die, which is not true. Nobody deserves to die. Doesn't matter what you've been through, what you've done in your life. You don't necessarily deserve to die. Um, your actions do come with consequences, and I've gotten lots of consequences over my life. Even losing my leg, I believed for a long time that it was a. I tried not to look at it as such a negative thing and look at it as um, it was a consequence to my own actions, because my own actions is what caused me to lose that leg. If I would have been more responsible and I would have done what I was supposed to do, I would have not lost my leg and I would have been able to get through those things. But I chose to continue drug addiction. I continued to not take care of myself. I continued to just be negative and depressed and stay in my motel room and not get out and do things. Um, and it's taken a long time of my life to break that cycle. Just like drug addiction, it took me. I'm almost 2.5 years sober. Um, as of my birthday, it will be 2.5 years, I believe. I think. I can't really remember. I always forget the date because I know that I graduated on my birthday. So yeah, on my birthday it'll be 2.5 years because I did 3 months in rehab. So about that, that'll be about that time. 2 years and 3 months, not 2.5. 2 years and 3 months. I will be meth, totally sober off of meth, totally sober off of pills. Um, I've even started not to take the pills that the doctors have subscribed to me just because I don't want to be chemically dependent on pills anymore, whether it be through my pain, whether it be through my sleeping, all these things. I don't want to be chemically dependent on those things. So I'm working on slowly getting off of all those things. Huh. But so we're gonna. I'm going to end the live here in just a moment. Thank you everybody for coming on. Thank you for coming on, hanging out. Um, like I said, I will be full time back on live or on YouTube again now because I'm not sick anymore. I'm doing good. Everything's going good now. I got my bike back, so I will be going full time on YouTube again. Um, once I get my job, yeah, and I continue to, even though I've been in sobriety over 2 years, that I still learn things, which is cool. I've learned a lot more things than what I knew before. Because there was a lot of things that I let get me down. I used to let having a disability. I used to let that get me down. Losing my leg, I used to let that get me down really bad. I don't do that anymore. I look at it as a learning opportunity to gain knowledge through everything that I've been through. And I also get to have the opportunity to teach other people the things that I've learned, so that can save other people's lives. Um, and I've gotten so far on this YouTube thing that now I have my own brand. Um, and I have my own clothing line. I have my own, I have hats, shirts, pants. I mean, not pants, hats, shirts, coats, all these other things. I'm working on making an actual like winter coat. That one's going to cost a little more. It's going to cost me some money to get that branded, but um, I've come a long ways from where I was 2 years ago. Yeah, I've come a long ways from where I started, I guess I could say. Um, but with that being said, I'm going to end the live. I love you guys. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all you guys for coming on, supporting. Mom, I love you. Dad, if you see this, I love you. Um, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm going to get back to the shelter and finish some stuff that I got to do. Um, I think I'm serving in the truck, so in the food truck today. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on what they need. If they need me to do it or not, I'll go ahead and serve. But if not, I won't. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Probably be around like 1 or 2 tomorrow. I got to do some stuff before I can come live. Um, so I've the last 2 times I've served in the food truck, it's been morning time, so I haven't had really enough time to get my stuff together and do that. Um, if I serve in the food truck, I will go live again though. That way you guys can see what I'm doing because it means a lot to me to be able to serve and help other people through the food truck because I can serve other people food. And even though that's not like some big deal, it does mean something to people when you're able to serve them food and whatnot. But all right, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace out.